Gary, the numbers guy, do you have any insight into what a Trump administration will look like? Will he go hard against the deep state? Will he go hard against the criminals?
I believe that his first administration, he didn't know exactly what he was doing. And Jared Kushner was running a shadow foreign policy and stuff like that. I believe under this administration, he will know where he made his mistakes. He's not going to have the neocons in there anymore. I believe that a lot of he's going to be tougher on Israel. I think that's something that he wants peace. He wants peace. Yep. I believe he's going to do everything he can to make peace, but it's like Teddy Roosevelt said, talk softly, but carry a big stick.
That's right.
And that big stick is the United States military.
That's right.
Here, we need to isolate China. Forget Russia. Russia is the 15th biggest economy in the world. They don't have the might to be a superpower. They really don't.
No.
The only people we have to worry about is the Chinese.
That's right.
And if Harris wins, it's a white flag. Bye-bye, Taiwan. You're next. If Harris wins, Taiwan is next.
Yeah, and this is important to understand here from a geopolitical perspective, because if America is able to beat out China, there's no longer a insidious threat. If America is able to thrive, it's able to actually release its energy resources. It's able to actually start some manufacturing. It's able to actually care about its own people and its own interests. Then, and only then, once America moves way ahead of China in the world stage, especially with the U.S. petrodollar, especially with its influence, especially with everything it's doing around the world, only then we move away from the insidious trap and the likelihood of a larger war unfolding here. But if we keep downgrading our interest, our country, our energy resources, our priorities, we come closer to being on the same level of China. China could overtake us. And historically, whenever there's a number one and number two power at play here that are vowing for all of the influence of the world, there always predominantly usually is a war. Not always, but historically, majority of the time, there is a larger war unfolding here. And to me, if Kamala Harris becomes the next president of the United States, absolutely, she will be not caring about the interests of America. We will move closer to China. Therefore, we will move closer towards a full all-out war with China that is literally creating genetic DNA super soldiers. I've been talking about this for a few years right now. The Daily Mail has an article about this for some reason on their front page that reads, China's army of super soldiers, how Beijing is ruthlessly amassing the world's biggest DNA database, much of which harvested from millions in the West. So if you remember, when they were giving out tests about 3 years ago and swabbing people in the nose, a lot of that data, a lot of that DNA went directly to the Chinese government, as of course they were collecting those swabs, building a DNA harvest that of course now they are utilizing for their own purposes. Looking at the official numbers here, it is looking very good for Donald Trump.
Only thing that people need to worry about if it comes down to Pennsylvania. That's when people need to worry, because that Democratic machine is very strong in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but the ground game
That's
there.
the only thing. That's the only thing they have to worry. If Pennsylvania's out the picture, I think I see a clear path to victory.
Yeah, I want to hear more about the numbers. I want to hear your straight, just your unbiased. What are you seeing? You're the numbers guy. Come on.
I mean, I have my personal opinions, and then I can go straight by the numbers. But I mean, if people have listened to me for the past 6 months, they probably think I'm a Donald Trump surrogate. The fact of the matter is, I don't think he's a saint by any stretch of the imagination. The difference is he's not going to take my guns. He's not going to stuff trans them down my kids' throats. He's not going to raise my taxes. So when it comes down to that, we have no choice, because the other side is absolutely insane. That's what it comes down to. And people want to live in the idealist society. Oh, none of these people are good. Well, that's not how the game works. You pick one person or the other. That's how it's supposed to work. As for the numbers, Donald Trump is the law and order president. He's born 6/14/1946. That is a 4 life path, and 4 is the number of law and order. So that's why when Donald Trump was in office, whenever it was a 4-day in numerology, he used to always tweet law and order. He knew about this stuff. I had my students working in the White House. So when it comes down to it, Donald Trump is actually born on the same day as the United States military was founded. And that is why he is such a strong military president, because the numbers and numerology is right there. When it comes down to it, I'm going to tell you this. The United States of America needs someone with Donald Trump's numbers, because if you look at America, it is a 5 life path nation, and 5 is the number of freedom. And you see more freedom in America than any other country in the world. But it's also founded on the 4th, and 4 is the number of law and order. That's why we have more laws and more people in prison than Russia and China combined. So it's a unique balance of the law and order structure, because when you actually come into the United States for America from other countries, you start seeing police everywhere. And that's not just how other countries work. Maybe it does how the UK works, but not how most countries work. But when it comes down to it, Donald Trump is the law and order president because he has the same exact numbers as the United States of America. Donald Trump's born on the 14th. 1 and 4 is 5. He's a 4 life path. The United States of America was founded on the 4th, and it's a 5 life path nation. So he is the perfect fit for this country and to steer it in the right direction. Plus, if you look at people, he's born in 1946. Some of these names I'm going to mention, you guys ain't going to like too much. I wasn't big fans either, but Bill Clinton is born in 1946. George W. Bush is born in 1946. We have had more dog presidents, people born in dog years, become president of the United States in this century than any other sign by far. So yes, Donald Trump has the advantage.
So those are the numbers so far.
We flipped West Virginia today. If we take Ohio, we flip that. That's enough for control of the Senate. So if Donald Trump wins as we expect him to, he's going to have a favorable Senate. And this is all looking good because guess what, man? In the first 100 days of the Trump administration, 100,000 new ICE agents. We coming for you.
Let's go.
We're coming for you. Guys, it's 207 to 91 in the Electoral College. Listen, I don't drink. I haven't drank since John McCain died. You know, I was expecting to save this for when Joe Biden went, but I might actually have a
throw in the 50.
I'm telling you right now.
We got the champagne
I don't
here.
drink, man.
Yeah, we got it right here.
I'm like Muslim when it comes to that stuff. I might drink today. I'm in a good mood, man. This is gonna work out, man. If Trump wins and it's announced that Trump is the president within the next 24 hours, I expect Ukraine to escalate. I expect what's happening in Israel to escalate until Donald Trump gets in office, because they're going to know once he gets in, it's over. We got 2 months to take as much territory as we can. Israel and Russia's going to do the same thing. So again, I expect Donald Trump to come in, and he's going to tell Netanyahu and he's going to tell Zelensky on the phone, you got 2 months. It's over. This is one of the greatest days when Trump pulls us off to be an American. I'm actually very proud to be an American. I was not proud to be an American when Joe Biden was the president of the United States, or the usurper Joe Biden was in there. And right now, I am proud to be an American. I hope everyone watching this is proud to be an American as well, because Donald Trump, they tried to kill this man. They tried to put him in jail. They killed his ex-wife. They killed his brother. And now he's going to be back in the presidency? Woo! They got some retribution coming. Google is about to be broke up into little pieces like the Baby Bells were. Let's go.
Yeah, this is exciting. This is
the Google CEO tried to build a connection back up with Trump because they kind of knew that there was a high likelihood he would take the office back in. You guys read that article?
That's what JD Vance is for.
Yeah, but Google, man. All these tech companies.
100%.
They tried to destroy him 4 years ago. Now they're coming around.
Well, Jeff Bezos came around. The Washington Post is basically saying that Trump's going to win. Zuckerberg maybe he doesn't control Facebook, but he's been better on IG. Everything's moving more to the right and to the center. And the liberals are going to find out there's going to be consequences for their actions. And they're going to see that very soon. There's going to be investigation after investigation, because it's not just Trump winning. We got the Senate. We got the Congress. Now it's your ass.
Yeah, as it looks like, Donald Trump will soon be making his victory speech in Palm Beach, Florida, not too far away from this particular location, as we have decided to already take out.
Absolutely, because
the champagne, the organic sparkling cider for me personally.
Sparkling cider for me as well.
Of course,
and again, let me make a
to
toast
Cheers.
to 2025 President Trump, baby. Wow.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Clank it.
Amen.
Let's go.
Hallelujah. Big sigh of relief from a lot of people. What do you guys think?
I think that America was saved today. And, when Rome was falling, a guy by the name of Augustus Caesar came in and he saved it. And Donald Trump is our Augustus Caesar. Hail Caesar.
We want to hear
man.
from Gary
Get in
here
here, Gary.
with some
Can
closing
we just-
comments.
Gary
as of course,
impressed me with his numerology and astrology. I just have to say,
yeah, as of course, Gary is a real one.
I'm the
He's the
best
real
in the
deal.
world at what I do, but today's not about me. Today's not about numerology. Today's about the American people and Donald Trump. We took back our country in 75 days. President-elect Trump turns into President Trump, and then the first 100 days in office, it's going to be beautiful. It's just going to be so beautiful to watch, to see the illegals start understanding we're coming for you. There's literally going to be a whole bunch of ICE agents hired just to come after you illegals. Joe Biden, you're finished. You're done. Get the fuck out the White House.
Yeah!
Kamala
You're fired.
Harris,
Yeah!
I understand this. It's back to the streets of San Francisco for you. You're finished. And for all the people who went after Trump, who prosecuted him, who fucking made up lies about him, payback's a bitch.
Woo!
And that bitch called karma hits hard. We coming for you, boys. Enjoy the next 75 days.